over yesterday because I saw him out there and he was pointing around, and there was a guy with him. So I'm wondering if that was a new neighbor. Their dogs bark a lot. They go out and
Good morning.
Good morning.
Is it on? Yes, now it's on. Good morning, and I'm your MC this morning. My name is Sharon, and welcome to Makawao Hongganji's first Sunday Dharma Family Service. And welcome, Scouts. Yay! Please stand if you're able, and let's begin the service by singing the Vela Tisarana together in both Pali and English. Please rise.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Homage to him, the exalted one, the enlightened one, the supremely awakened one. Buddham saranam gacchami, Dhammam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance.
Thank you. Please be seated. We'll now sing the Gospel of the Meal, which will be shown on the screens, and this will be followed by quiet meditation.
Namo Amida Butsu. I recite Amita's name with deep joy and gratitude. I show with Amida trees and grasses and flowers, all grow in great compassion. This light shines throughout the world. I show with Amida, flowers bloom and flowers fall. From the seeds sprout new flowers. This is the truth unchanging. I not show with Amida. Springtime brings the happy birds. Their songs all praise Amida. I join them in Nembutsu. I show with Amida. When I call Amida's name, it's Amida calling me. Buddha's voice, my voice are one. I show with Amida. When I'm lonely, I recite Namo Amida Butsu. Then I feel great compassion. I show with Amida. Nembutsu in work and play. Every day with Amida. Every moment filled with light. I show with Amida. Remember the golden chain. Kindness to all living things. I will follow this teaching. I show with Amida. In the clear bright morning sun. In the fading light of day. In the darkness of the night. I show with Amida. Namo Amida Butsu. I live in great compassion. This great power guides my life. I show with Amida.
Let's sit together quietly for a few moments. So just relax and be comfortable. If you're able, sit forward in your seat and place both feet flat on the ground. Sit up straight. Align your head, neck, shoulders, and back in a straight line that goes down to the floor. Place your hands comfortably in your lap. Now close your eyes and just breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe in, you feel energy filling your body. And And as you breathe out, any stress or worries in your mind just fade away. Just breathe. The sound of the gong will signal the end of our quiet meditation.
Today, we remember all those who have gone forth to birth into the Pure Land before us, our honored ancestors, departed loved ones, dear friends, and beloved companions. During this time, we encourage everyone, both here in person and at home, joining us by live stream to offer incense as an expression of gratitude for those who came before us. Mahalo. Thank you very much. Let us all recite the golden chain of love together. Let us begin. I am a link in the Veda Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that what I am now does not only my happiness or unhappiness, but also that of others. May every link in the Buddha's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo. Please rise if you're able, and we'll sing the Gaka Buddha Loves You. The words are to be shown on the screen. Okay, there we go.
Do you guys know the words, right?
She just played.
Okay, it goes like this. Fly, fly, little bird, Buddha loves you, little bird. Tweet, 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 tweet. Run, run, little pup, Buddha loves you, little pup. Wow, 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 wow. Next one, yeah. Don't cry, pussycat, Buddha loves you, pussycat. Mew, mew, meow, 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 meow. Okay, now here's the fun one, the fish. Swim, swim, little fish, Buddha loves you, little fish. Big fish mouth. Okay, it's a lot cuter with the preschool.
Okay, please be seated. Okay, on the first Sunday of each month, which is not the first Sunday this month, but we'll celebrate birthdays. Due to causes and conditions, we weren't able to celebrate June birthdays, so today we are combining June and July birthdays. Here's a list of birthdays we know about in June. And if your birthday was in June, please come up to the front. Okay, we got Mona Nakamura, Judy Hisashima, Lyman Morikawa, Elaine Tanaka, Ann Wallner, Floyd Nagoshi, Carrie Hisatomi, Blanche Ito, Katie Okuni, Pearl Yamamoto, Kerry Kiyohara, Ayaka Hamai, Sandra Inoue, Tyler Nakahara, Eileen Sato, Hannah Mounds, Alice Fukushima, Catherine Lowenberg, Hugh Starr. Oh, the hospital is busy. Okay, so that's June. Only June. Okay.
No scouts with the June birthday?
Okay. Now, this is for July. And if your birthday's in July, come on over. Now, I only have 9 cupcakes.
Arm wrestle.
Okay, 9 cupcakes. We have Caitlin Kitagawa, Susan Watanabe, Serena Fukushima, Lori Okimoto, Allison Nakagawa, Michael Nakagawa, Sherry Okuni. Okay. Oh, Caitlin is born. Okay. All right. Celestine Orodomo, Jennifer Balden, Peter Nakamai, Aaron Yoshizo, Katie Iguchi, Max Nishikawa, James Yamasaki, Sandy Nishimi, Christy Nakahara, Kea Burdick, Micah Burdick, Jane Oyama, Keizen Kabuguchi, Neil Nakamura, Cruz Galicia. Yay! Okay. Kelvin Nakamura and Joanne Wong. Oh, again, busy month for the hospital. All right. Anybody birthdays?
There is one.
No, we have others. Yours.
Oh, yours, yeah.
Oh, we have
Julie did?
Julie.
Very good.
I'm on a diet.
on up.
I gotta say, publish something, please. We'll walk over and grab the call.
Only got 3 left now. One for reverence, so that's, oh, now you.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to eat stuff like
Oh,
that.
that's okay. Hey. All your boys' birthdays in July, June,
Yeah.
July. Where's okay, yours. There's one more.
Any pretend birthdays?
Pretend birthdays. Oh wait, cruise. I'll be
Yeah, sure, Disney Cruise, yeah.
Perfect right there.
Okay.
Wait.
Wait for Sharon.
Okay. Hold that. That's okay, Grandpa will hold that one.
Oh, Sharon, get in the picture.
No, I don't want to be.
Nice.
All right, let's go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ryan. Happy birthday to you.
Okay. Make a wish for me.
No. Hey, here we go. Right. Okay. Thank you very much, and happy birthday to all the honorees. And now it's children's drama story time. Live from Mako.
Live from Makawao, it's children's Dharma story time, starring Barkley the dog, and Lucy the ladybug, and Baby Duck. Hey, ni hao, makako. Good morning, everybody. Mahalo for coming today. Truly grateful that you're here. Yes, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's wonderful that you can join us. Mahalo nui loa. Thank you very, very much. Okay. Today's story is Chopsticks Are by Chloe Ito Ward and illustrations by Lynn Scurfield. This book is dedicated for my mom, who taught me so much, including how to use chopsticks. And that's from CIW. As well as many thanks to my family who fed me well during the making of this book. My friends who introduced me to a diversity of delicious foods. And the team at Chronicle for their endless patience. And that's from LS. Chopsticks Are by Chloe Ito Ward. Illustrations by Lynn Scurfield. Chopsticks are a tool, a spatula for flipping pancakes, tongs for frying fish. They are a baton for blending, swirling, whirling, and whisking eggs and veggies. Chopsticks are slender fingers, perfect for picking up popcorn, chips, and cheese puffs, for navigating noodles and natto, for keeping hands clean. Chopsticks are round like xiaolongbao, rotated and rolled, or square like bento boxes, stacked high for a midday meal. Chopsticks are long like wooden branches, bathing beef in simmering soup, or short and sharp, perfect for picking fish off the bone. Chopsticks are as smooth as silk, delicate and soft like a qipao, hanbok, kimono, or outside, or bumpy like a menghuang mat, woven with leaves and handcrafted with care. Chopsticks are there with the pop, pop, hiss, a bangkan in a pan, with the bubble and boil of oil dancing in a wok, with the savory scent of pho, teasing taste buds at the crowded night market. Chopsticks are works of art that rest in your hand, painted, patterned, or plain, made with metal, or lacquered, or layered with lacquer, sanded and polished, inlaid with pearls and shells that glitter and glisten, like the sweltering summer sand. Chopsticks are tradition, handling hot charcoal, waiting for the oldest to take the first bite, remembering loved ones long gone. Chopsticks are a celebration, okuizome, the first meal for a baby, yusheng, a dish tossed for good luck, shaoyang, an offering for ancestors. Chopsticks are patient. They require precision, practice, proper placement, and persistence. Chopsticks are family gathered around the table, sharing stories, laughing together, and strengthening bonds. Chopsticks are a gift, a wish for harmony and happiness, a blessing for long life, and for friendship that lasts forever. Chopsticks are everywhere, used every day, in every way, from China to Japan, Korea and Cambodia, from Vietnam to Singapore, Malaysia to Taiwan, and around the world. Chopsticks are for you and for me. Every day, everywhere. Every day, every way, everywhere. The end. The book has an author's note where she shares her family background, which inspired the story. And the book also has a lot of information about chopsticks, where they're invented, where they were invented, who uses them, and lots and lots of rules. The book has a food index and it talks about how long it takes to make the chopsticks as well, and an acknowledgments page where she's thanking everyone who made the book possible. And the back cover has profiles of the author and illustrator. And that was the story, Chopsticks Are by Chloe Eaton Ward. Illustrations by Lynn Skirfield. Hey, wasn't that a great story?
Yes.
It
Yes.
was. Ouch. Okay, Sensei, you forgot to put your notes for the script on this part here, so let's make something up. Okay, so growing up in Los Angeles, wrong voice, Sensei. Growing up in Los Angeles in the 1960s, one of the things that made me Japanese American was the ability to use chopsticks. Fast forward to about the 70s or 80s, sushi boom, Japan boom, right? Everybody in California knows how to use chopsticks. You go to Japan, if you don't know how to use chopsticks, they look at you like, what? And then you come to Hawaii, and everybody knows how to use chopsticks. There you go. So what do you think about that? Yeah, well, I noticed that too. Have you guys ever used the metal chopsticks in Korea? It's a bit of a shock if you've only been using the bamboo ones. And Sensei forgot to bring them, but he has a very nice customized set that was handmade in Kyoto. It has my name on it. It has his name on it, which is really kind of cute. they're very, very well balanced. Okay, so I say, next time please write a script for me, okay? Not one balanced. Not one balanced. No. Okay. It's easier if you have a script in front of you. Okay, so remember kids, be good. But not too much. Okay. Actually, one of the things I was going to describe, I changed the talk this morning just because I thought we had Dharma school, but we don't, so Sensei forgot about it. So I switched to a more generic one, which is just, what is Obon? What is Obon? One of the things about the chopsticks, just to go back to the chopstick story, I was going to talk about the different services, end-of-life services and stuff, because it is Obon. And just to explain that, have you ever, if you're Japanese American, have you ever been told never ever pass food, like pick up something and then pass it chopstick to chopstick? No, right? Your grandma will go through the window if you do that. And I was just going to explain the reason why. So there's all these services that we do at different stages. One of them, right? So there's the pre-cremation service, and then there's the post-cremation service. In Japan, right? So it goes in, it comes back as ashes and actually bone fragments. And so the eldest child uses a special pair of chopsticks and picks up the largest bone fragment, passes it to the second eldest child, who takes the bone fragment and then puts that into the urn. And you repeat the process for how many siblings you have. And that's where it comes from. So you can see that if you're familiar with that death ritual, that end-of-life ritual, you'd be horrified if you saw your grandchildren passing food from chopstick to chopstick. And so the book just kind of talks about how there's all these rules. And that was just one of them, because most people, even in Japan, it's less and less common to do all of the services. And in Hawaii, I don't think you do we do pre-cremation, but the post-cremation and the collection of the ashes and stuff, we don't do. So anyway. Okay, so let's see. Well, good morning, everybody. First, let's start with an aspiration. Let's put our hands together in Basho, bow our heads, and observe a moment of silence for lives lost due to and lives changed forever by natural disasters, wars, famine, disease, and violence. Let's be grateful for this moment together, united by our aspiration to see the world as it is, not as we would like it to be, so that we may alleviate suffering for all beings. Let us be wise so that we can see both sides of conflict with clarity and not insist that we alone are right. Let us be compassionate so that we can help all people without discrimination or judgment. Let us be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than ourselves. Let us allow the aloha in our hearts to manifest this mahalo for the great ohana of life and the blessings of the Aina. Namo Amigos. So this morning, I'd just like to talk about Obon, Hatsubon, and Bondance. So we here at Makawao, we're already busy preparing for Obon and Hatsubon and Bondance. So the manju crew was out in force, making the manjus in advance. So in Japan, we'd say, Otsukare-sama, you're the honorable tired person. And so thank you very much for your hard work on behalf of the temple and the Sangha. So that leads to the question, what exactly is Obon, right? Is Obon a religious observance? Is it a spiritual practice that leads to this awareness of self, which is kind of the goal in Buddhism? Or is it just simply bone dancing the night away, having a good time, just enjoying the moment? Is it, grinding the kain chao fan? Or is it working the wok in the temple kitchen, making the kain chao fan? So, if you're, as Buddhist in the Jodo Shinshu Honganji tradition here in Hawaii, Obon is actually all of those things. It's all of those things. So why? Obon creates the time and the place and the occasion for all people. For all people. You don't have to be Japanese, right? All people just as they are, to pause and reflect on where did we come from? Where did we come from? To truly appreciate the causes and conditions that led to us being here. And to reflect upon the people who shaped our lives, to honor the memory of our ancestors, and departed loved ones and friends who've gone on before us. Because it's in the act of remembering that we reconnect with our debt of gratitude and express our gratitude for our honored ancestors and departed loved ones. So reconnection is the literal meaning of religion, which comes from the Latin relihere, to reconnect or retie. So as human beings, we're united by this universal experience of loving, of living, and then losing a loved one. And the sorrow and the grief that comes with that. Because we're all united by this experience of losing someone who was so important to us, who graced our lives, who inspired us, who made us feel loved most of all. And it's in truly understanding that we're all just simply human beings. Right? We're reconnected with all people and all life. So we experience a change in perspective, away from, it's about me, it's about me. The Buddha taught that the human condition is to be self-centered, just instinctively, that's how we do. But it changes your perspective. You realize, actually, we're all connected. Everyone in this room, we share the same experience of living, loving, and then losing somebody. So as Buddhists, Obon creates this opportunity for us to hear the wisdom of the Buddha, of the teachings, to truly feel kindness and gratitude beyond words, to feel Amida working in our lives. And this becomes Namwamida. So being separated from a loved one is one of the 4 fundamental sufferings that the Buddha identified 2,500 years ago. So it's not like this is new. It's not a new insight. But it doesn't matter if you're Buddhist or Christian or Muslim or Jewish or Baha'i or spiritual and not religious. Born human, every day we confront the reality of impermanence at every stage, at every moment of every day. So the truth of impermanence is just very simple. Born human, our bodies age and decay. We experience illness, and we face the end of our life. Inevitably, we pass from this world. So our self-centered ego, our ego self, will always try to delude us into believing impermanence happens to somebody else. It's not going to happen to me. It's impermanence is somebody else's problem. Right? But we know in our hearts it's not true. Right? Impermanence is very real. It impacts all of us and the people in our lives. So there's no exceptions to the truth of impermanence. As Jodashinshu Buddhists were brought to awaken to the working of Amida's compassion in our hearts on a daily basis. So think of it this way, the truth of impermanence in action. Our volunteers here at Makawao Honganji are finding it more and more difficult, right, to have the energy to make 2,000 pounds of chow fun noodles, for the garage sale for bondans, to chop vegetables, to cook the meat, to prepare the secret sauce. It's just harder and harder for us to do what we used to do. And to be very honest, right, the truth of impermanence, like my doctor, right, raise your hand if your doctor's told you, you can't eat stuff like that anymore, or you can't eat as much of that stuff as you used to, or plate lunch or shave ice or whatever. Right? But we end up doing it anyway, because we're only human. But embraced by this great compassion, we're never abandoned, and when we die, we go forth to birth in the Pure Land, become Buddha. So simply by entrusting in the primal vow of the Buddha to save all people without discrimination or judgment, by truly hearing the calling voice of Namo Amida Butsu, we are brought to say Namo Amida Butsu, enjoy gratitude for our birth in the Pure Land being assured. You don't have to worry about the afterlife. Because when we're born in the Pure Land, we're freed from the weaknesses and limitations of a human form, and we realize supreme enlightenment, we become Buddha. Then in oneness with Amida, we return as Namo Amida Butsu, to be truly human, just as we are. And then we are empowered to help others, just as they are. So Namo Amida Butsu becomes the key to living this unrepeatable life to the fullest, right, just as you are. So Shimon is quoted as saying, and I forgot to bring the plaque, but I actually have a plaque that my grandmother, was one of my grandmother's treasures. And it says, let's see, I'll skip over the Japanese part. The translation says, if you miss me after I am gone, you should say Namo Amida Butsu, because I live in the 6 characters. So I live in Namo Amida Butsu. So if you miss me after I'm gone, you should say Namo Amida Butsu, because I live in the 6 characters. So you come back as Namwami Dabatsu. It's the basic idea. So this time, so every time that you hear or say and think Namwami Dabatsu, you're reconnected and reunited with your thoughts and feelings and emotions toward our honored ancestors, toward our departed loved ones. Your true friends, your good friends and ohana who've left the world before us. So we're brought to experience Namwami Dabatsu in all aspects of everyday life. And I think especially during Obon and Bon dance. Right? So the question becomes, how do you awaken changing the interesting heart of great compassion? How do you realize the mind of no doubt, right? which Shinran teaches is the true cause of our birth in the pyramid? So Shinran quotes his great teacher Honen as saying, just say the Nembutsu, just say Namwami Dabatsu, and be saved by Amida. There's nothing else involved. That's it. Just say Namo Amida Butsu. So what could be simpler than saying Namo Amida Butsu? So in Jodo Shinshu Honganji tradition, there's no need for a rigid doctrinal understanding. Although I'm happy to teach you if you like to get into the doctrine. There's no need for disciplined practice. You don't have to chant the sutras. You can. There's a lot of benefits to it, but you don't have to. You don't have to abandon everything you become a monk. You don't have to shave your head or anything. And so the path of Namwami Dabatsu, the Nembutsu, it's Buddhism for the rest of us. The path for ordinary human beings, just trying their best to get along, to be kind and gentle, right? And trying to think and say and do things that are pure and beautiful. And it's not easy because we're human beings living in the chaos of the modern world. So the idea is that Namwami Dabatsu comes to you in the midst of everyday life, including Obon. So you think about it, right? So that you don't have to be a monk, you don't have to be exceptional. You can just be ordinary people, ordinary folks, right? Striving for success, however you define that. Whether it's building a career or a business or raising a family, paying the mortgage, saving up for the kids' college education, caring for your aging parents, or struggling yourself with the truth of impermanence. Honganji is for just ordinary people. But it's in the midst of everyday life, just as we are. We're guided to true self-awareness and self-acceptance and self-realization. Just as we are. And this is the working of Namwami Dabatsu, of Amida Buddha in our lives. So in a single thought moment, during Obon, we awaken to this debt of gratitude, this idea that we owe so much to our honored ancestors, right? And to our, make it more real, to our parents, to our siblings, our uncles and aunties, our grandparents, and then our ancestors and communities. Right? And we say mahalo piha, which means wholehearted gratitude, saying thank you with your whole heart. And so we realize, right, without the kindness of other people, we simply wouldn't be here. We would not be who we are. We would not have the opportunity to live a true real life. And so, during the Bon dance, we dance in joy, in awareness and mindfulness of, and gratitude for the preciousness of this life. We just realize just how fleeting this life is, and this life has been given to us. And for the kindness and gratitude beyond words of Amida Buddha working in our lives, just as we are. So in profound appreciation, we honor the memory of our departed loved ones and honored ancestors who continue to guide us in this moment of this unrepeatable life. Okay, sorry. I think there's one more slide. So in the Awa Odori, the foam dance, the dance of the sea foam, which is a Tokushima. There's a very famous line in that in the lyrics to the song that says, "Some fools dance, some fools watch. We're all fools, or both are fools," is the other way it's translated. Just dance, just dance. So think about that, right? So you should just grab your dancing slippers and bone dance the night away, or no, it's okay. Chow down on world famous Makawao Honganji Obon Chow Fan, your favorite, your bone dance foods, or don't. It's okay. Work your okole off in the temple kitchen making those chow fan noodles, or don't. It's okay. Or you could just kick back and just watch the show. That's perfectly fine. or don't. When you experience Namo Amida Butsu, when you experience Amida Buddha working in your life, you feel this joy and gratitude because you're free to live a truly authentic life, just as you are. And you can celebrate Obon in your own way, because that's what it means to be Buddhist in the Jodo Shinshu Honganji tradition of Hawaii. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo. So, mahalo piha for listening this morning, and may your day be filled with aloha, mahalo, and pona. Namo.
Thank you, Reverend Carey, for sharing the Dharma this morning. Let us all chant the Metta Sutta, the Loving Kindness Sutra. The words are found on the screen.
May all beings
Be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May I be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to me. May I live in peace and harmony. May my family be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May my friends be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May my teachers be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May strangers be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May my enemies be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony. May all beings be happy and well. May no harm or difficulties come to them. May they live in peace and harmony.
Please rise if you're able and let's sing only the song, the hymn of gratitude. And this will be followed by the remembrance hymn.
whether I go before others or whether others go before me, whether it is to be today or whether it is to be tomorrow. Who is to know? The wisdom of Nenyo Shoni, the Bohunshu, is the litter of my ashes. Namo Buddhas.
Mahalo. Please be seated. Reverend Carol will now lead us in gratitude meditation.
So once again, let's sit together quietly for a few moments. Relax, be comfortable. If you're able, sit forward in your seat, place both feet flat on the ground. Sit up straight, align your head, neck, shoulders, and back in a straight line that goes down to the floor. Place your hands comfortably in your lap. Now close your eyes halfway, so you're looking both outwardly and inwardly. And just breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe in, think of something for which you are grateful. As you breathe out, just say mahalo. Just say thank you, thank you, thank you. Just breathe. The sound of the gong will signal the end of our quiet meditation.
Mahalo nui lo. Thank you very much for joining our Dharma family service today, and may your day be filled with aloha. Okay, we have a few announcements. Here's the schedule for July. Okay, next Sunday, July 19th, we have cleanup that begins at 8 o'clock. And July 24th, 25th, we have the Hatsubon First Bone Memorial Services. Our guest speaker is Reverend Sydney Shoriyama. July 26th, we have no service. Okay, and don't miss out, save the date, world famous Makawao Honganji Obon Festival, July 24th and 25th. It begins at 5 p.m. with the first memorial service with the guest speaker, Reverend Sydney Shoriyama. 6 o'clock begin the food sales and keiki games. And 7 o'clock we have bone dance. Okay, and do you have, Ms. Jean, do you have something to say about the Kahalui Honganji?
Yeah. Okay. I want to remind you that Lahaina Community Bond Dance will be on Friday night, August 14th, and there will be a shuttle bus for free from Kahului Hongwanji to Lahaina to take you to the Bond Dance and then bring you back to Kahului Hongwanji. The bus will leave at 4 p.m. from Kahului Hongwanji and then leave from Lahaina, the Bond Dance, around 9 or 9:15 to bring you back to Kahului. If you want to get on the bus, there might be a few seats left. You need to contact Eileen Cockett, and if you need her contact information, please let me know.
Thank you. Hope to see you there. Any more announcements? Nope. Sensei?
Yeah. Just to set the date in people's heads, Halloween, October 31st. So in your costume. We're actually having the state minister lay assistant retreat here, and we're going to be hosting it here at Makawao Hongganji. And just to explain, a minister lay assistant is obviously a lay person who receives special training to become an active part of setting up for services, for leading services, for greeting people when they come, for answering basic questions. So if you're interested in like boot camp, basically, right, learn everything all in one shot, this would be a good experience. There's going to be pre-training, so anybody who's interested, I'll start training, in advance. The reason why is because Bishop Toshiyuki Umitani is coming and to give a lecture and also to be part of one of the instructors. Reverend Blaine Higa, who's the director of Buddhist Study Center, is also coming as one of our lecturers. And hopefully Reverend David Fujimoto, who is the head of ministerial training, will also be coming as one of our lecturers. I'm also asking Reverend Murakami and Reverend Hironaka to help out. So it'll be about as hands-on as it gets for a full day. The idea is that at the end of, temple, the minister lay assistants, there's different things that you can do. You don't have to master all of these things. You don't have to take Tokudo, you don't have to become ordained as a priest, although it's kind of the entry point for a lot of people. But just simply to say that, if you don't mind waking up early on a Sunday morning to help set up, setting up the incense burners, setting up the altar. So for example, if I'm not here, if I'm a guest speaker and I'm off island, right now it's like Sharon and Floyd setting up everything. So, to get them some help. To learn about the different parts of the altar, to learn the significance, the symbolism, how do you, your attitude, how do you walk when you're in the altar? How do you carry yourself? Because in fact, you represent the temple. So anyway, it's an interesting thing. You can deepen your knowledge of Jodo Shinshu, the master new skills, and it's a very concrete way that you can support this temple. So if you're interested, let me know, and we can start lining up training programs and stuff, and then we'll figure out. I haven't got the sign-up list for the statewide thing. The idea is that we would have minister assistants from all the islands come over for this one-day training. To be a minister lay assistant, you need to be endorsed by your temple minister. So in other words, you have to be part of the temple. Anyway, just as the final thing to say is, this is how I started. My road to ministry started by being a minister assistant because I thought the sensei was working way too hard for somebody in the 70s. What do you mean you've got 4 services on a Saturday? That's crazy. Let me help, set up and get ready for stuff. And that's just one thing that. So if you're interested, let me know. I think that's it. Any other announcements? Okay. Very good. Everyone's welcome to enjoy refreshments and talk story and social. So see you over there.
Have a good week.
Okay.
This